Seattle won 8-2. Of the 62 games the Mariners have played since July 1, this was just the 27th time they scored 4 or more runs in a game. Anaheim, Calif. Way back in February when Scott Survey would think about the Mariners lineup and its run-scoring potential, the showing on Thursday night was sort of how he envisioned it functioning. Quality at-bats forcing pitchers to throw strikes, a plethora of base runners, some situational hitting and a home run to top it off. Sure, Seattle's 8-2 win, which included 12 hits, 7 walks and a massive 3-run homer from Nelson Cruz, came against a steady parade of meh, otherwise known as the Angels' bullpen, but it was still an aggravating reminder that this offense could be something more than inconsistent and anemic for far too much of this season. "We swung the bat really well," Survey said. "We had a good game plan tonight. We certainly faced a number of different guys out of their bullpen. Guys were on it. Guys were aggressive. We walked 6 or 7 times. It was a really good night offensively. We haven't had one of those in a while. Indeed, these types of offensive showings have been rare for the Mariners far too often." And while Survey was happy to see it, there was a tinge of frustration knowing he hadn't seen it enough. "It's probably the best game we've played offensively since the beginning of our last road trip in Arizona," Survey said. "Very frustrating, because it's in there. We've seen it a game here or a game there, but you have to do it every night. You have to grind though. Since July 1, the appearance of those sorts of showings have been pretty scarce. Most nights, Seattle struggles to generate one of those 4 aforementioned facets to successful run production, let alone multiple aspects." Of the 62 games the Mariners have played starting on July 1, this was just the 27th time they scored 4 or more runs in a game. Seattle is 18-9 in those games, which should still be better. But 35 games of scoring 3 runs or less just isn't going to work. The Mariners won 9 of those games. That's how you blow an 11.5 game lead in the second wild card. "We should have better offensive numbers overall than we've shown," Cruz said. "I think if you ask any player in here if we can do better, they'd say, we can definitely do better." Had this version of the Mariners' offense surfaced a little more, veteran right-hander Mike Leake wouldn't have gone the better part of 2 months without picking up a win. Buoyed by the unusual run support, Leake pitched 7 innings Thursday, allowing just 1 run on 4 hits with a walk and 5 strikeouts to improve to 10-9 on the season. "Mike was really good," Survey said. "He's one of the best I've seen in a long time that when you have a lead, he knows how to go out and finish. He keeps pitching and making pitches. Sometimes when they get a lead, guys will go out and be like, I don't want to lose it or I don't want to walk anybody. Mike doesn't do that. He stays aggressive. He's such a seasoned veteran. He gets it. Some guys panic. He doesn't." His only run allowed came in the 7th with his pitch count over 100 and the Mariners leading 6-0. Leake left a 2-2 slider up to Justin Upton, who smashed a 1-out solo homer. But Leake calmly finished the 7th inning, retiring the next 2 batters. It was his 18th quality start, 6 innings pitched, 3 or less runs allowed of the season and the 8th time he pitched 7 innings or more. "I had to work to get down in the zone today," Leake said. "I had to use the cutter a little bit more. That was the biggest adjustment." Facing a bullpen start from the Angels, the Mariners picked up 2 quick runs in the first inning off starter Odrisamer Despaigne. Mitch Haniger led off with a double and later scored on Robinson Cano's sharp single up the middle. Denard Span, who drew a walk batting in the no.2 spot, scored on Ryan Healy's sock fly to right field. The Mariners picked up another run in the second. 3 straight singles from Ben Gommel, Mike Zunino and D. Gordon set up Haniger's sacrifice line drive to left. Seattle might have gotten a couple more runs if Span's hardline drive to center wasn't run down by Mike Trout. The Mariners broke open the game in the 4th inning when Haniger and Span both singled off right-hander Noe Ramirez and Cruz smashed a towering homer to deep center to make it 6-0. It was Cruz's 36th homer of the season and his 50th career homer versus the Angels. Only Alex Rodriguez, 72, has hit more homers against the Angels. I played a lot of games against them, that's why, Cruz said. I don't come here thinking this is my favorite ballpark. It just happens. After not adding runs, despite ample opportunities over the 5th through 8th innings, Seattle tacked on 2 more in the 9th. Kyle Seager smacked a single into right field off right-hander Deck McGuire to score the not exactly fast Cano from second base. Zunino later worked a bases-loaded walk off McGuire despite falling behind in the count 0-2 to make it 8-1.